shoulder to hip. Take that sucker home.
And how far do you go down?
So
Oh, you
the
said
heel
to
of
the
your hand
spine.
gets to the spine.
Okay, so
Yeah. Is this new?
But,
Your top or the old?
so you do the shoulder and then you come around here. How would you? I guess I would want to end on this hand coming, so that I could grab her arm with this hand.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Okay. And so when you come in for that lat, you want to close this up as you lock in. So now you're shortening it
Okay.
and you're pinning it and you're stretching it. You slide all the way down. Lat goes all the way to the hip.
But do you do it like that? Like that? Like you go this way?
Yep. Yep. So because I don't like to make my shoulder work as hard as that,
Yeah.
once I'm locked in here, I really close it to take everything with me. And then I just put her hand there to finish the stretch.
Oh, nice. That's a good move.
okay, can you do that again? So you're starting like
Right, yep.
this.
So grab that meat.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of like
Like
hooking
lifting.
under, yeah, just above side boob.
Mm-hmm.
Close that so that you can take the tissue with you as you close this. Take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you start to go away. Good. You might have to switch your legs.
Oh, got it.
That's it. Now you
And then
put,
that way you can go.
yeah, so you don't want to put her palm on your thigh, because if it's a
Oh,
dude,
got it.
you want their wrist pinned, so they know without a doubt
We're not doing that.
you ain't doing this. How you doing?
Yeah, got it.
Okay? So practice that a couple times. Like hook in under that,
Mm-hmm.
close it, take the tension, come over, put it, you can put it high, you can put it low. The lower you put it, the more motion you have, and this angle is less problematic than a high angle on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes, and you'll know this because they'll have an intake and they'll say, I have a frozen shoulder, this ain't happening.
Sorry, your hand was touching my leg funny, and I was like doing it wrong.
So your leg is too far away.
Okay.
That's it, right there.
Okay.
So go here. Before you go in here, hook up, take the slack, and then move, slide down her arm, this arm, pin. So all you have to do is lock it there, and then it's just your leg moving. That's it. Easy, right?
Mm.
Yeah. Sure. That's a little bit of a.
So when you're gonna reset, you just come back to your gripping point,
Okay.
open. You see how that we gave you that?
Oh yeah.
That. Now follow, take the tension. Good. Now you see how it's stretching under your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Follow it through. There you go, there you go, there you go. Pin it to your leg, pin it to your leg. There you go. That was better.
Yeah.
So now practice it. You're drilling. Bring this back
You
to
okay
home.
to the other
Go
side?
ahead.
Of course. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Now take it. When you bring it, yeah, now you come apart. Now it's moving. There it is.
Oh.
There it is. There you go. She's gonna be an inch taller. Cool. So remember. So you can't really see the tissue until you see where you're, because we want to differentiate what's what.
Yeah.
If you bring it high, you know you're not hooking breast.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Nice, Deja. Nice. And so your hand, keep it going, keep it going. You wanna grip that whole hip. So you wanna take that whole ilium with you and push it away as you pull this. So that the end is you're locked in on that hip and you can really,
Actually, maybe just practice the end. Just get that much, that much control and that much stretch.
lock in there. Now you're taking that leg that way and you're trying to separate all that.
Okay.
So careful of your grip. There you go. So you want to pin the strongest part
Okay.
to your strong quad. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yep, that's it. Sorry.
He got excited.
Almost broke your ankle.
Sue's out with the
So
fan.
how did it feel for you?
I think, so if she's right here, or up here you said, right? Is it better to be lower?
Lower angle on the shoulder is safer.
Mm-hmm. Cause
If
then you
you-
can over.
Yeah, if you know them well and they're able to go high angle, you can lock in up there because you have more power up there.
Yeah, but it's safer down
It's
here.
much safer.
And then, while I'm pushing, I'm just going
Yep,
out
yep.
all the way
So you're
down.
stretching this open.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. So both of you guys could do even more stretch.
Okay,
So
got it.
you guys should actually feel that.
Yeah, you should, I know. Ashley's not really wearing something that she could
She
feel
can't
it.
feel
I
it.
have like a sportsy kind of bra underneath, like
Oh,
I
you
just
do?
pull it down.
Here, let me throw a face cradle thing on. That's very good. Good shot. You don't have, you can just leave your t-shirt on. Just go right on the table. You don't have any shoulder injuries? Not yet, anyway.
Hold on.
Today's the day.
We'll change that.
So the last myofascial on the shoulder, number 6 for the back. As I come off of it, I'm already going to apply lotion. And I'm lotioning the shoulder and the arm because when we do the arm work, this is the transition. They should have lotion on their chest already, so you're gonna hook under, get that. I just wanted to make sure the arm was lotion, so we'll call lotion application 1 for the arm. Get up into the neck stretch. Nobody complains about having their neck decompressed. And now we're coming in. So this is 2 for the arm. Rotator cuff. So short, pin, stretch, short, pin, stretch. Option, this is easier to lift. External rotation, pin, stretch. Okay. 2, running through, this is a thinking stroke, because you're gonna get confused, like, how am I supposed to hit that corner up in there? Should it be this way? No, that's weird. How about this way? Okay, this way. So Terry's.
Yeah.
Boom. Terry's. Terry's.
Straight.
Terry's. Yep. Now we come off of there. Pin and stretch tricep. So straight arm, short tricep. Pin it, broad pressure. Come back, that's 4. Work through the triceps. What is this effleurage? Oh, it feels so nice in the tricep.
Isn't that petrissage?
Petrissage.
Milking the.
Good job.
That's 5.
5, this is 6, coming down into the forearm. Work these. Going down. Traction.
Don't worry about that.
Huh?
Don't worry about
Don't
that.
worry about that. Come back into the hand. You already did the front, back, top, and sides of the forearm, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Don't worry about that. Can you see my hands in there?
Mm-hmm.
Stretch. This is
That's,
6 or
that's too much of a stretch on my pinky finger.
Oh my.
Yeah.
But
have
do you do it
arthritis.
on the pinky and the index finger or like the
I do
ring
this.
finger?
I
Yeah.
do this and this.
Okay.
That's too much?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Right now it is.
Sorry, ma'am, sir. Then you work the hand. Work the hand.
So what do we
The
have?
arm's done in 6 or 7.
7, I think.
Okay, so now we're done with that, right? So we have to transition to the other side. I don't want to lotion this because we need to myofascial that shoulder. So we're going to go infinity stroke. Infinity stroke. It's a figure 8.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And when you travel, it's easier to go with one hand because then you don't get tangled with your other. An infinity stroke, and boom, you're right here, myofascial the shoulder. Take that shoulder home. Under, everything coming out. I did forget the lat on that side, so I guess that would be the extra shoulder lat.
Oh yeah.
Lock
We did it
them
on the
in.
other side, so I wasn't sure if we did it on this side too.
Stretch.
What is that number? Where are we number?
I guess technically that would be number 8, right?
Number 8, yeah. Okay, so we did that, come back here, and then we go through the arm again,
So you would do the lat before you.
before rotator cuff.
Okay.
Yep. So this would be a new lotion application, come down, work the hand, and then you're ready for,
So Ashley, did you want to do any of that right now?
Yes.
Practice it? Okay.
on the table.
Okay, look.
Back in 10 moves.
Then we can be done.
And
Challenge.
then we'll move to the arms. Just flipped you over. So check QL. Which side is tighter?
It's like crazy sore on the left side.
Yeah, that left side's tighter. Little decompression, little decompression. Client
So
should.
that's not a move, right?
Let's move.
Oh, that's a
We're
move.
on 2.
That's already, wow, okay.
Now we're on 3.
Wow.
All of them.
C1, sacrum. You know where the spine is. When you make contact with the sacrum, it should be your whole palm, center. Good contact. That can be through clothes or not. So right now I'm on her sacrum. Okay, big breath in. Let it go. So this is 3, and that's counter rotation. Pay attention to how that feels, in and out. And then we go the other way. You let me know which one felt easier or better. This is 2. Okay. So this is what we would hold for 3 to 5 breaths. In and out. And if the person's super slow breathing, you can just say, just deep, they don't need to be slow. And then they're like, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. And you're like, fine, you're already laying down.
Yeah.
You ain't going
You'll
anywhere.
be fine.
Okay, so from there, myofascial down the back. So notice I just glided over the clothing and then I made deeper contact there. Forearm, full stretch. How's that stretch?
Amazing. What number are we on?
4. So we're gonna do 3 of those. If I wanted more friction, I could do that. Clothes move pretty good. And I'm using the soft part of my forearm instead of the bone. And now you'll notice as my fingers come here, I'm lifting my fingers so I don't go under the drape.
But you're kind of going on her butt, like.
No.
No? You're
I
keeping
don't
your
feel
finger.
him on my butt.
Oh, okay.
I think that's just her.
So I'm not putting pressure in the crack.
Yeah,
That would be bad.
yeah,
The gluteal cleft is not exposed.
yeah.
Glute is not exposed. So you could be technical and say upper glute is exposed here, but the gluteal cleft is not. So you're still in safe zone. So over clothing, you glide however you glide. Once you pass the clothing, this is another grip. If your hand is okay with that, you can do this, you can do this. These are all different options, whatever is most comfortable for you. When you get to the end, you can wait for a full breath and you'll see it. That's it right there. Boom.
And that was 4?
That was number 4.
And I was just gonna say, if you just did that one thing, Ashley,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your clients did not get that anywhere else, guaranteed.
No.
It's so good, that one is so good.
So 5 is myofascial erectors. Going down, 3 on each side. You start the erector work on the side you're not going to work on. So once I'm on this side doing these erectors, that means I'm going to work that arm. And then come back, work this side, this arm, this shoulder, and then go down to that leg, and I'll end on that leg. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
So it's for your flow logic. Good, there. And so now I'm coming to this erector. I made contact before I finished that stroke. If the back was fully exposed, you could use forearm, you could use whatever, and you could make this less of an alternating stroke. So this is an alternating stroke, 1-1.
Mm-hmm. It flows better when you alternate it.
Fully exposed, you can just do a smooth return and go again. You choose. As long as this is myofascial,
Yeah.
you're golden. So this is 4 or 5?
5.
5. Okay, so
Are you
now,
counting the same stroke
Yes,
as 5?
yeah.
Okay.
So erector is 5, erector is 5.
And then
Shoulder 6. Myofascial at shoulder. Everybody's shoulders are far and forward. They're rolled forward and they're far apart. That's what I mean, far and forward. So we want to push them home. Where's home? You just take this shoulder and push it towards the opposite hip, you'll be golden.
And are we just going to the spine or are we going all the way?
Just to the spine. So you see how her shoulder's up?
Mhm.
That's the tension in her tissue. I haven't applied lotion at all yet. Boom. So each stroke I'm hitting a different part because her shoulder, her lat, her back is bigger than my hand. When I get to the top and bottom, now I can go all the way up through there. Option, they remain supported. And then you can work this way. It also makes your job easier because the shoulder's closer to home when it's on your knee. Okay, that was 6. So the back is done in 6. Can you pause that? Or stop it, and then we'll do the arm as its